everybody, welcome back to Boat Fool Sailing. Thanks for tuning in last week and thanks for watching this week. Okay, this week we're doing a little bit something different. Sit back and relax and enjoy some of the most extraordinarily beautiful boats you'll ever see, because I'm taking you aboard my stepfather's 1985 Sabre 36 Moondance to race in the annual Camden Classic Cup Regatta that's presented by and put on by Lyman Morse Yacht Services here in Camden. And it's a race that's been happening since 2018. We've been racing in it since 2021, which we are just off podium in 4th place. Last year we won our class, and this year we won our class again. And that's not a spoiler alert because I've already said this in a different video, but it is just so cool to see these amazing boats that come from far and wide, including Gleam, a 12-meter from back in the day, plus a number of other extraordinary yachts and sailboats that you'll see in this video. And unfortunately, it's a 2-day event. We only raced 1 day because the second day it was basically dead calm, and so they called it. But you're still going to see some cool boats, and you're going to come aboard Moondance, which, as you know from previous videos, I often relate to the Ferrari and Ferris Bueller's Day Off because it's so choice, it's so mint, it is in perfect condition, and it turns out she's pretty fast. So come along, this is a lot of fun, and you should note that this event, the Camden Classic Cup, is every year up here. 94 boats were in it this year, and it is a fundraising event for LifeFlight, which is Maine's only air ambulance service. And LifeFlight has, over the past 25 years, cared for more than 36,000 people in the great state of Maine. And they can go to places that regular ambulances can't go, like islands, for example. So I will put the information down in the description below in case you feel like donating or reading more about LifeFlight, because it's a pretty amazing service. So sit back, relax, and go for a cool sail with us and check out the most amazing boats. All right, come along, let's go. So here we go. We're steaming out on day 1 to the starting area. We just passed Curtis Island on our starboard, and all the boats have started heading out and putting up their sails and spinnakers and testing everything and checking out the wind directions and sort of hanging around the starting area and the committee boat to wait for the course assignments per class. And it's quite a sight to see all these boats filling in and putting their mains and their Genoas up and smoking around the starting area. And you know, boats of every make and model out there. That's a Cal 36 right there. But just some really cool boats. Marilee is just a stunner right here who's sailing by, and it just goes on and on. So here are some of the sights and sounds of the starting area.
No, those are just jibs. Very pretty boat.
This boat is a stunner, and she's all wood with a wooden spar, and I think we ended up seeing about 22 knots across the deck during the day, and she snapped the top of her mast off, which I'll show you later. And here's Marilee steaming toward us. What an incredible boat under sail. I mean, it's like going back in time and just seeing the most majestic boats sailing all around you. It is a once-in-a-lifetime experience for sure.
Yeah, they're going to be coming in hot. It's a long line. That 12 meters right in the line.
Is that its name? You guys can tell me.
It's the size.
It's the size of the boat. It's a formula.
So it doesn't have a name.
It wasn't America's Cup boat. I don't know what its name is. I'd have to look on the scratch sheet.
Wait, where's the other pin?
The pin end of the mark is right here.
Oh, I see.
In the committee boat. They're all going to tack over on them. That's it. That's their start.
That's why I do. I roll at the line and roll in 420, and then they're just crossing the line.
Wind shadow. Look at that 12-meter go. Holy cow. Just great treat. Yeah. are not going to help.
No, it's just, it is what it is.
We can reverse this after a while.
And just race back.
Alright. You don't get to... Ah! You're surfing their wig. So we've rounded the last mark and we're steaming for the finish line. And what a day. And as we cross the line here, we're looking back to see if we saved our time on the boats behind us and hopefully saved our time on the boats in front of us. So what a day. What an incredible Maine sailing day. And after this, we get to go into the docks and have a little celebration and find out the results and look at these most amazing boats all rafted up here and prepare for day 2. In the queue for the parade. Jeez. Think he's just bringing over some breakfast?
Special order.
Jeez. Looking good.
Nice.
See the coffee grinders on there? So the parade takes place on the second day of racing, and all the boats line up outside of the harbor by class and then motor in one by one to the head of the harbor where there's an announcer announcing each boat and its crew as they come through. And it's just one beautiful boat after another, like these right here. It's astonishing. And not all the boats do it, but most do, and it's just a lot of fun. And, you know, the crowds on shore get a kick out of it. And here you see an X-yacht going by, which we beat, by the way, in a previous race. And here's a beautiful Hinckley. It is just extraordinary. And here's a gentleman sailing his classic yacht out of the harbor. Not a lot of wind at the moment. And unfortunately, that was sort of a foreshadowing of what was to come later in the day. And here on the left is the Camden Yacht Club. There you can see some fans. And as we get into the head of the harbor, you'll see more. That happened yesterday. Total bummer.
Next up is Moondance, owned by John Fitzgerald. Captain and crew, we've got John, Crystal Colburn, and Regatta Justice. Lord, she's a Sabre. She's 36 feet, built in 1985. They wrote Moondance and she was born in 1985. Most of our sailing has been close to Maine, but we've taken her to race in Long Island, Sabre and Peat Farm waters.
You hear they announced we won last year? That's why everyone was clapping. Classic. There's part of our crew from yesterday and my mother. You like that kind of thing? does her bright work. Wow. So, yeah. Postponement blast you just heard there.
We are under
Doesn't
delay.
she? Look at that helm station
Lack
up on
of
the bow.
bow. You can drive it from right there if you wanted to. On the foredeck.
I don't know what it is about this boat that I love so much. I think it's the extra long bowsprit, the plumb bow, and just it's such a throwback look to a time and place far, far away, and it's just kind of magical, and I fell in love with it. So this is not something you see every day in Maine, people jumping off their boats into the water. So let's pause for a second because the water temperature was 73, typically 58 to 60 around here, 73 degrees, and more people are swimming than I've ever seen before on this sunny, hot day. Unfortunately, all the swimming meant that the wind wasn't picking up, and sure enough, shortly after these 5 gentlemen jump in the water, the race was called and it was over. So we had to steam in and prepare for a fun night of dancing, music, food, and dark and stormies, and of course accepting our first place win, which we did here for the second year in a row, first place in class, and we were thrilled. So I highly recommend, if you're ever in the Maine area for the end of July, come do the Camden Classic Cup. It is amazing. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week.